What's up, man? It's your boy. It's been a minute since I did a Carter's Life video, but I got some stuff I want to get off my chest real quick. So I had a couple people asking me, like, what's been going on? How come I've been cutting my circle down? How come I ain't dealing with certain people here and there? Let me make it clear to y'all. I've asked God to open my understanding. And when you ask God to open your understanding, you have to open it all the way up. What happens here is that people can tell you how to live your life, but they can't tell themselves how to live their own. I have people throwing so much stuff in my face that I finally just had enough. I'm good. I just don't like for people to be two-faced. I don't like for people to be fake. I don't like none of that. You know what I'm saying? But for me to sit down and look at somebody who's always trying to analyze my problems, it's my fault for allowing that to happen in my life. So what I'm doing now is, like, if I don't speak to people, I don't care who it is. If I don't speak to you, that's because I've had enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm so tired of people trying to act like their level of greatness is here and everybody else's is here. And it's a lot of people around me that's done that. So my level of greatness is here, and it's going to keep going up. But I'm going to pull people up with me. I'm not going to try to belittle them in the process. People want you to do things for them, and then when you don't do it, they get an attitude. People, like, they look for things to complain about. There's situations that occur, instead of people learning how to communicate, they like to hang up and be like, oh, you lie. You know, if you know you're not a liar, if you know you didn't lie about something, don't spend your time trying to convince somebody else that you didn't lie about something. Just cut the situation, dog, because if it's an ongoing thing, that person hasn't developed the mental capacity to deal with you, and all they're gonna always do is find a reason to complain. I have grown as a person. Like, I really have grown a lot. The last 2 years, I've grown a lot. And I realized, like, if I continue to let somebody dictate how I maneuver, then I'm back to square one. I'm not doing that. I got college coming up. I have to finish that goal. And I'll finish that goal by myself. It's not a biggie, you know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, I don't want nobody else coming into my world talking about, oh, I want to be your wife, I want to do this, I want to do that, and they full of it, right? Because the moment you don't do or say what they want you to do, that's where the problem is. Men, stop doing that. I'm just going to tell y'all now, stop trying to give somebody everything when they deserve very little, when they don't show you hardly anything. Stop giving that. Women, stop always trying to stress over stuff that you have no control over. Stop stressing over it. Like, when people stop wanting to be around you, it's usually you that's the problem. And I tell people this. I'm the coolest person that you're ever going to meet. Like, if you don't like me, something's wrong with you. But when facts are facts, you have to stop trying to fix everybody else's problem before you fix yourself. You know what I'm saying? People will come into your life like, oh, you know, I'll love you to the end of time. No, that ain't true. Men want to be good and great, and they want to have a woman on their side that's not going to complain every 5 days. Like, if you're a person that all you bring to the table is complaints every day about something, a man's going to get tired of that. And you know what he's going to say? I know I made a bad choice by even dealing with you. Like, I know I made a trashy decision. And when you get a man to reach that point, he don't care. He ain't going to care about your feelings. I promise you he not. Women, y'all always be like, I don't know where your mindset is at sometimes. Like, as if a man owes you something. Like you want to put everything on him. Like, oh, well, you ain't showing me this and you ain't showing me that. Well, then go find you somebody who will. That's what it is. A lot of people be like, damn, Carter, why you say it like that? Because it's facts. Like, if I got to show you everything and you ain't trying to show us how to get it, then you need to be with somebody else who just gonna let you talk to them any kind of way. I ain't the guy. I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I don't want to deal with an ignorant ass person. So a lot of people will look at me and say, like, damn dog, like you've been all the way cool up until this point. What happened? If you keep getting the same results from somebody because all they want to do is tell you how you're supposed to live, well, you should be doing this. I need to see this out of you. No, you need to see that out of yourself. You don't gotta see that out of me. I don't gotta see it out of you. If you ain't trying to build with a team, then you need to see it out of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stop always complaining. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing. Like, I have a homeboy right now. He go to church, he do all these things, right? He'll come to me, he'll talk God to me, we'll chop it up, whatever. But at the end of the day, if I say what you're saying to me is so false, I can't even listen to it. So imagine if a woman comes to you and she's always complaining. Oh, you know, like this is the one that kills me, right? They don't want you to set up a schedule to spend time, but they can do it. Come on now. You know how, if that ain't two-faced, a man is like, I'm different than any other man. I pay attention to everything. Everything, I'm telling y'all, man, I pay attention to everything. When I see somebody doing that, it just is like, oh my God. And then they get mad when you be like, well, you're the one who said you want to set up a schedule. You have to understand where it's gonna lead. Stop trying to make a person do extra stuff that you ain't doing. Cause you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. I don't let nobody tell me, yo, Carter, you need to do this, you need to do that. This is what, man, I'm working on God's time, not nobody else's. That's it. I'm strictly working on God's time. And when you're working on God's time, God will see fit to get you through whatever. But one thing God ain't gonna let you do, eventually he gonna smack you in the head and say, hey, fool, you do realize this ain't working for you, right? And when you say, yeah, then that's it. God has shown me in the last week, my mind was everywhere. God said, listen, what you think is something is not. Pay attention to me, all will work out. And all's worked out. Just gotta have faith, yo. You're not gonna be perfect every time, but at least, if you at least put forth the effort, an effort will outride anything else. Like, you just gotta put in forth effort. You give God his glory, you put in the effort, and you watch the changes that are going to happen. A lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people want right now results. So when you get right now results and you and it turns out bad for you, so what happens if you marry somebody and the right now result is, I want to be married, and then that person turns out to be a total ass? Y'all are fighting every day, bickering every day, and now you got to go to divorce court. Or what if you get one of them ones that says, man, I ain't never gonna divorce you. We gonna just have to ride this headache out together. You know what kind of shit that would be? You'll never be happy, ever in life. And that's just what it is. A lot of people will say, bro, you mean to tell me if you get married, you ain't never getting divorced? Never. Only way I'll divorce my wife is if she commits adultery. All that arguing, all that, I'm tired of you. You tired, then go in another room and take a nap. Dead ass. I get married, me and my wife for life, till death do she part. I promise you that. Putting that in my vows. Until death do she part. Yeah, I'm on my health kick, man. It's mad water. And I'm going to tell you something. Off subject, if you drink, say about 4 bottles of these a day, you should have the cleanest urine in the world. I promise you. But back on subject, y'all have to really, like, women, stop always trying to be hateful, man. Stop always trying to be hateful. Stop always trying to push a man to the edge. Because you ever seen a man who's been pushed to the edge and he won't come back, and then you see him with somebody else treating her right, doing everything he can do for her, because you keep, all you gotta do is be quiet. As they say in the movie, quiet coyote. Quiet coyote. That's all you gotta be, is quiet coyote. That's all you gotta do. Just gotta be quiet sometimes. Men, sometimes listen to your lady. Listen to her. You ain't gotta even agree. Just gotta listen. She start going on, man, okay. And just listen. Because you know what? When she's done, and I mean when she's done bickering, that's all you gotta ask her. Hey, you done? You got it all off your chest? Yeah, I don't want to hear about this ever again. I don't want to hear about it. And then be done with it. Women, sometimes your man is going through something. Ask him what he's going through. He don't need you to come up with a solution to his problem. He just needs you to let him get it off his chest. When it's off his chest, boom. That's all you gotta do. It's not rocket science. Some of you women are so caught up in your own web that you lose a good man because you talk too much. Most men don't even be out cheating. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, you know what? here's one for you. Most men just want to sit home and chill. Most men are not out doing anything wrong. You want to know when it becomes a headache? When you start saying they're doing something wrong. It's facts. When you start accusing a man of doing something wrong, he looks at you like, what the hell are you on? And then it makes us start saying, oh, you must be out doing it. Right? So you look at everything in general. If you have something that's not broken, stop trying to fix it. Stop trying to fix something that's not broken. Sometimes your man doesn't want to talk. If he don't want to talk, just, yo, man, I don't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your man could just be like, yo, I don't feel like talking today at all. I'll text you in a little bit. Give that nigga his space. You know how you women get? When y'all want y'all space, y'all want y'all space. A man is the same exact way. Give him his space, bro. I just feel like when you gotta constantly tell somebody the same thing, and then you start looking at why their relationship didn't work out with other people. Maybe the other person wasn't the problem. Like, I look at my past relationships, like, I could probably say it was like 40% my problem. I could say 40% it was probably my problem. The other 60 though, that wasn't on me. But I take the 40 all day. Y'all gotta start taking responsibilities for the things y'all do. And it don't matter what people think about you or say about you. It matters what you know about yourself. Once you get to that status in life, you good. The one thing that's not good is when you're trying to be extra. A lot of y'all extra, man. Y'all just feel like everybody else got to do it your way. I'm gonna tell you now, I ain't never doing it somebody else's way. Never. I did that already. If it ain't our way, then it ain't no way. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I seen somebody who has a horrible attitude, but then people they have the best attitude, but when you start, I analyze people, I'm like, yo, you see this bullshit? So bullshit ass. And it's just because I analyze people. People want you to love them on their terms. If you love a person on their terms, man, tell them to go get somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm only gonna love who's supposed to be loved by me. But if I see you trying to break me, every time we talk, it's a problem, something's wrong, and you're asking questions that don't concern you, get the hell on. Get the hell on. I'm at a point right now, I'm not even reaching out to people no more. Period. Because I've reached a point where I deserve better than what has been handed to me. And I could like easily be a douchebag, dude, but I'm not, man. My stocks is going up. And when your stocks is going all the way up, you refuse to have it come back to the bottom level. You want your stocks to stay up. Carter's Life.